Innovation and Development IRID ewo Kumasi Technical University. Prof Machi.
Yes sir.
Boko de.
Ejana dum ye ho ye pa me didi so ho ye.
Ya me adum ye ho ye pa. Uno akoma Dr. Baumia 49.2 and John Mahama 45.2. Uno de akoma. Ye di watema ho mre ho.
Enye izo. Na say the social media no so kra bio.
Afi ho afa kakrai. O afa kakra ma wasa akopa asem bio. Ye be boyem.
Be say e chopba at the research.
Oh, already.
Oh yeah, matati bibi say so
chopba research.
Yeah, but unfortunately data home common there. So who need data for fra o dey ba me discuss here. Ye fa na say kwanchan abobo data home common the data na counter.
That's a good one. Choba they say kwanchan na and obisi your friend Maxwell Ewo Abokobi asked Professor Sapong if he has put on his body armor during the media engagement and after, because the missiles have started firing. Maxwell and Abokobi, he says, well, they've started Choba analysis in SYN. Now, on their science and data end of the year, Juma. Prof Machia Kwaba.
Oh, yeah,
Dr. Ben.
Minya.
Boko dear.
Oh, Onyamidi Ache.
Me who Ache, it's good to see you.
Oh, chairman.
Now, right side, no confano. Akwe right side.
JB.
Now, on the who Ache pa.
Roma, sorry, I can't JB to me. John the Baptist.
JB.
Yes, I'm a guest artist.
Because on the Friday the for more than 10 years ago. We should.
You know, and the first rule grouping should be made up of myself,
Kwesi Pratt,
Randy Abbey,
yeah,
Chumesi Apia, Alfredo Babi,
yeah.
Okay, no can crunch it and I never breathe.
There be on Tamba Fridays.
At least this group.
Yeah.
Who's at those times now me Randy now one side.
Yes. Yes, you.
Randy. Those time why you me?
Why you me?
Hey, me say.
Yeah, you know, Kokrokoo.
Randy pa now about 5 me about 6.
John, where do you Randy?
Have that. We need to have.
Nah.
I think that.
Now Randy Beba no kutani documents.
For me, Kwame.
Yeah.
You've done extremely well.
You've
tried as much as you can to maintain a standard.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be tempted to follow the crowd, but it's not helpful. And for all these years, hardly will you see say, Obi abeka bibi wo ofidie so a adane asem anasa akoye court asem. This should tell you the importance of the platform.
Yeah.
And it is because you meticulously select people who come here.
We do our best.
Very important. And try to maintain your balance. But also your bias.
Or a dictator.
Oh, so now, you see, you can't leadership. What did he say? Yanko Pompes or Bovias, no coffee press conference. And I'll call you a conference. But say Bovias. Yes, no, or Jim Cook, or Jim Nomad, come back, Prince, human beings, even the angels, because if you check very well, human beings are higher than angels. Would you say angels or from say Mumrani and body part? Okay, so young dream will say body part. For you to see progress, there's the need for an authority and fairness. No, and your military. Let me tell you, Uko China.
There's a Nititi and who defend the chairman.
Oh, no, me defend me principle.
Or see me leadership style, anything. John Boyd on town bomb about you, Timunya no mama basu. On town bomb about you. I think my equum, Obi or bomb yamba could cry with you.
You know, I hardly do that. If you need me, I say I'm a strategist. And to me, also, yeah, dear cry because outcome no na me pay o enya ade na wo ye no nti until say we wie no me mbo wa ba so won akoyi a obeye friend saying UK is it ambassador wa high towards 2000 election 2000
Craig Murray
and Owie University na onya first class job aye no beka che ne papa say results na ba na the grade point no or hit first class ni papa ye say wa antino dan no oko no be say na ade na maka say ma kire o menya first class also go 40 so mo your professors now I feel that we
that's all me come on to me
it is something to motivate you to create passion in you to develop and also achieve more. That's all that we are looking for. Then you say when you first like
it's
father was rude
when we are no cry also jai come on to say
what for a professor I feel no every degree first class would be corner koyero homo
obezo kataso no the benevolent question
benevolent dictator benevolent
but you need
prof so what your kunyam to send ye na I say I'm not the oldest I'm not the brightest I just happen to be the host and he say as John Body said leadership one exec to authority kakrabia ebe buafaso na wo
hostu obi ti say media yes o ko odinam ni je na no betu kwan bia ti say ohun baby o
kwasi brat
so anko Kosovo ifa na go na Sudan no so dey very you see to be able to host Kosi brat for all these years to tell you sometimes you to be trained na fe or say or body defense what you have them
na say o dey bomb yem
na kwame do wo ho no mo ye mi say asa de ni emre
me wa na ni nyamre so ye be da nyame ase adwenkyere ne akukudro kakra wa mayena ye de ye ne election 2024
no o de dan and kanda pa be kan
dan botwe yes kanda pa no ntamba
occasionally
kwabna Japan
so
man kala ono no ye me Friday guy kala hey remember be see them ho you start see budin
who said no na go maybe edin I say onye se woda
remember be see remember pa anyway it's all good yeah come me bra panyin pa Ghana on so wagini din aye adwuma o a lawyer ni but nipa bebre edinim no what do you know quiz master what do you know yera dan afariyaboa Radan afariyaboa bebia wo bia me ma wo hyede woni wabusua ne nuanom nyina na we de bro what do you know so we de me sure say you didn't know say we be ne den na o ma me Oba Penny Agnes Jemfie Tafen Ama Santoa Eda Fom Inti we de Ebusua Ura Dan Afariyaboa Quiz Master of What You Know fame Lawyer ni papa me ma shedding we no nuanu ni ebusua fo nyina mo ma me mo abre wetia Oba Penny Agnes Jemfie Tafen Ama Santoa weekendi Latebio Koshi Mamprobi Nazareth Methodist Church eni Asante Mampong ohobe wo sopa aye pe ma me baby pada inshira ye di man nyame se abrewanya 104 years nti me sure say no ne de ba chichi ere ena wodie oye den aye yasin bibia Professor Smasapon de si nansen ya ono ani nti ye da nyame asesa abrewanya 104 years nyame fa ne kra ensi nti me bra panyin Radan Afariyaboa of What Do You Know fame when we were bushing for na yamamo shedding na David onion David anya kwamna ebe
na say so me ko boardroom bia me ko hia kobra You're born at
It must be either Ghana Airport and I think it's one of them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Ghana Airport. Yeah.
Green.
Yeah.
Writer.
The writer.
Temana, graphic anymore.
Graphic name.
Say me bias.
Education project, no.
Very good. Me as an educationist there. You can't give me more than any name say.
Yeah,
You are I didn't know. Chama say abaya ye 80 educational projects. Or different areas.
Yeah.
I may count HM students say I am a din say me who baby say basic school I ban year renovation. And ya dia and ya common ABI Oma Obi school be or di be 30 years and who painted that. I hear back when you I say Osu ho baby. I say be na school no from pa. I'm almost to me a pejem. And the education minister e wo bona abaso ne ono ne vision our the by education ministry ho oya de e hwe niam some of the projects who are no beside so ampa anti Ghana adusuan say ye mmere a ye ko school say nya sa niam e bia anka be boy but panyipa metie osofo Duncan Williams or say asofo na fa ne nsam nyina no bomb pa so mbe ya kese asen ono. Yeah. Duncan Williams has more kind.
But that's good leadership.
Yes. Enti ye nya bi no ye bomb pa say ye mani ya nananom de nya adusua education a enkankan ne ne omon besua de be mo omon adusua no akonkan. Chairman anti enye fe enye ye de say Ghana ni esi afia kobi girls. On to me ye mfidie ma etuni ade. Ye koye ni mo anisa. Na ade ba ko na mesre. O kai say President ko inaugurate police buildings e water san no han mekan. The same thing. Chairman ye sini fe say plan ben ye dey ato for maintenance. My biggest worry. E dan fe e mu fidie nyina papa nko a ne bo den maintenance. Enko ba se ye si afidie bi ye ho boat bi etu na ye nya ska anya si ho ana ase. Enti ye nya bibi me hu plan bi sa anka be ma manigye na wie peye. A plan for maintenance any sustainability of some of these equipment near there on my until me born abaso but omo no so emetwas.
Hey, but flower pot you.
I don't want to be akoton ku be o. Jamasa grow in so
flower pot
you back come you off and go be koye toba.
From East Legon Usania 5 minutes so na kono. Ko ngoi.
Me dey kwan nyina anyway chairman ya unya so fa so na hu ba ko omo ye obotima no. And na me pepper especially yemo e kotema ni sa areas no say me fit tema e be sia akwadenta me mefa tetekwase sa kwan ne die
ya me o ye be enu Kabila Simin Kanche JB said JB should read Psalm 82:6 to support the place of humanity in God's creation. Human beings are gods. Hey, nice one. Kabila, loud and clear in Kintampo.
Doctor, right?
Hey, PhD. Say, I started trying to UPSC. I become.
Monsieur who are mon friend Doctor you don't bomfeno.
Kabilana. So Krobi do the end by refi.
Chairman. Many know. No the brunya
it's
me no Kabila just say be can be o. Me ka she.
Na say bibi o. That is a bibi o pa. This was the Chairman General as you walk down memory lane. Don't forget the late Amma Benua Do of blessed memory. Egbed Fable, Kojo Eduasari, aka Swagger, Captain in Takrady. Thank you very much for that one.
Let's put it in perspective.
There's so many of them.
And yet,
the Friday team. No, Friday team.
Friday team, no.
Friday.
Wednesday
on the Kweku. Friday team, John Boedu, Kwesi Pratt, Kwabne Jepong, Damboche, Randy Abe, Felix Chumesi Apia, normally regulars.
Chama we dey mama ha kakra. Sa days ni nyina. Group be na ha na obre pa to control.
Wednesday and Friday.
Hey.
No, papa ma benyo do pa onchu mo.
Ku ba ko. Miracle.
Wednesday and Friday. Na ama benyo do Satan say steps no.
Yeah.
Na usane ba na ni slip sandals no. O she ma short hayo. O te crack no was static as all. Chavez maba. Dam kweku ba ko no wen.
Onyanka no zo.
Dabi. Enti obeba said da obeba na kweku ba ko na edi kan ya. Urema kweku egboa.
Ontini o kan.
Ma ke bia ambe bia boa. Kweku be say boa. May she find rest. Na ono na ama benyu da samba kwa mekai. Na this was 2000 and near election 2004. And President Kofa Edin Kunim. And 2005, I'm so call Afashe. And Okuchia President Kofa days no so. And okay be train. O kan no mo paisri enti oba na ebisa ne say na de bi ha wo papa yechi. Na okwede na koka kire no. How? Me ka kire the why na so din dem mampam na echi. Na sisi ala wa be odo hwem. Se wan hwem me ne ba ham dem. Ajama, me say hey, Ajama na president na kasa I say ho. Na try president am so me ama. Mr. Naswa din dem mampam na echi. I always remember that phrase. Ajama Benwado say sama itia. Professor Smart Sapon can never be smarter than all Ghanaians. His current survey was stolen from his own 2016 survey and from Info Analytics. According to the interview he granted Adom FM, AB Mrs. Kujo Tadi. Tell Professor Sapon he's done a great job, but he should concentrate on the good work and stop complaining about criticism because it's part of the job. He should learn from Benefson, Gasti Man in Brekum. Chairman General, good morning to you and your panelists. I commend Professor Sapon for his boldness and professionalism in the polls and presenting the results. I watched the findings of the end-line polls on Movement TV this morning. Fred Agona Swedro. Prof.
Yes, sir.
One about me 49.1. Me sure say John Boy no nya adwen. One ma GM 45.8. Me sure say Sami Jimfie no nya adwen. One ma MPP said the list on be 148 seats. Or me sure say John Boy no buy adwen. But we research no. How far?
Good.
And I paid the election 2024 now.
Chairman General medo ase na ma champion info am no studio.
Ya Josubium.
Doc ne menua JB. Etiefo nyina so mo mache we de eye boko sebe ense wensu a the kind infra enchenchena. I mean what you do is what you be known for.
Yeah.
And yes na ense utu na wensu a sende yehu sa no ma bia tu nti sebe me so madwuma a meye no me director of research and innovation ma Kumasi Technical University and kamadwuma ho classically, but from 2014 I took interest in elections research. Satana and Penifo holding about boy be Benefse nominee a day na they were doing it. Me here to benchmark ABA predictions na be no market canon. Number keeping me data to see whether omudi enemy how is it going to differ from the actual na be banana day. To me first public me buy na 2020 elections no. And also we feed the issue na better na ya na ye bobo ho.
Yeah.
In fact me nua nana komia me nim so do ye me nua ni ntia wo ono kwa na fa work ni serious. In fact from left and right, I'm saying it frankly, from left and right MPP fo bi no ka kire me okuma se me ba kire de amehwe so na me kire ma de na election ayaye we ayaye free SHS ayaye den na predictions of Momu was so many 56% and 52% near the no me say 51.4. As a me doom omuja and ABB. NDC for also are very good friends in NDC. In fact, General Secretary and all horse at time no Kwamezu. Na me ni nyina net staff back so Kumasi Technical University nyina chade ho.
Kwamezu no chade ho.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Already on free or your PhD.
Okay.
If I say you're reducing the schedule of study leave near. Although the Oshia mena straight up or say chale. Tight here 10%. Inti Australia me find share man. I'm a cogis kind of person. They all rubbish it. In fact, me share my student back or a very vibrant member of the NDC. In fact, na hoke can was so papa million kwame tua or Ashanti region Kumasi. Or you're very, very vibrant. So on number be only yami no many ade. Or no share me no mama report from the ground that differs from memory research report no.
Okay.
Or no the SW my student no into 20 me anka sent me, but he wanted to prove to me say my research it was wrong as to omumu evidence more grounds. We found the Sereni Abasa. This be me nua penny na me ape. And no friend me agro na say kasa enumere 8. Anybody who na about anopa be 5. Like step by step. That be hunu bisa no. Step by step trying to understand. Set saying yes saying no there to have no bisa we come sa na dey.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, then I make us assembly. And many did not take it serious. And now researcher be any one more say be yes you say and I say or you confirm and I say or obanwiem. And me manuem and I mean can be and free that so be a mason ho. And I say be me found ko sunsun mu wi ase. Aya ni nyina ye wo. And I me evidence e say mako 4,272 communities.
4,272 communities.
In fact, to share my report in the me try picture be a kuro so na me gina try. Me there two just
now besides when bit me actually.
Why bit me actually me try there. Back when omun chest see and obi friend family see nipa ne etwa. Me try na there wo.
No network, no vote. Sana mature.
All the person has to do is that a crow way a constituency way me fancy we try. In fact, the brain now suggests be there banning so far will be anywhere we try. But CC and your show is where be a better report in India to me. I guess the Abba CC correctly no. Much what they were.
No network, no vote. Oko how many constituencies?
4,000
communities. Oko communities
need 276 nina.
Oko nina.
Yes, including Guan.
Really?
Including Guan, the newly created constituency Moba Parliament for the first time.
And we interviews with over 100,000 people.
Yes. And now we are cleaning. Researcher BN say you have to subject to data, raw data, to some level of reliability or consistency check. If you move fairly, test, you have to take them out because we cause a discrepancy and as a nuisance onto the data. It me 105,000, 153. And now me free more 99,355. In only clean data. Medium analysis drawn from all 276 constituencies here in Ghana. Now, Emra, what we say, baby, I a subsample of the population. Population near 18 million voters. All the regions say what Ghana. And now, you actually into constituencies. The central limits theorem, they say, sampling the fine, finding but because of heterogeneity of our population, heterogeneity nature say we are not homogeneous. In fact, kasa krama adwene mu sisa. Sabe nkranfo hia na ebia krobofo nso hia. They can differ. The language can even be a cause of heterogeneity in their thought. Nafe, ahinie, amani, culture, a lot of things. Historical, political history, creative, encofo differ in identity. OG heterogeneity, DDR. And then I'm say, select your sample from all the possible subsamples. Into 276 adino uni ahwadi awetimi ayekra o pese udi mraswa heading to obey the law is quite expensive and difficult. But me yes to try and obey the central limits theorem. Now, the minimum sample size and coming here, 16,500 for the population that we have, and I'm saying it.
16,500.
Yes. And Mrane say, population no say a heterogeneous population na omunyo nko benkromua. And ye one fakra no so timifa 16,500 me ko kai no be ne menyaje but I mean all my class and could have proved to him that for a small NI na subscript Z score underscore B so subscript P na shape honomo no what does it mean me be sauna ko hwede bremia memo solve equation na mama chiro say population size has an effect on the minimum sample size you need to take. It is not as simple as
this will be well until
yes. Obi on live TV told me that sampling is simply taking part of the whole, and there is no minimum. Just say the way the government, the energy with which I panic cast around. I was like, if I hire TV, so we are not in class. And my graduate PhD for and so far. Many difficult supervisor, but seriously, I will make sure the writing is there in the memoir. Many difficult. So if you try back, no me try me no me ameji ayama. Na wahwe. Say we na me person me. In fact, me supervisor or supervise me masters in the chair me say no. Na na kena frimpon prof for KN University. Or ma me try do baby o hwa ma try enye no. But na say. No de me try no noa eye adeko na emu da ho clear fit wo me ran fit da. I told myself, say, me supervisor. Yes, I will let my students try, but I do baby now as a student now. I try and find. I met you what I say. I learned this thing from him. But that is how I go about my things. Since it's sanity, me minimum of 16,500 new year. The inertia of large samples is a law, statistical law. You have another law, statistical regularity. The law of statistical regularity. It's no. I don't blame. Me na me say me yeah. Scientific research into me maybe I'm subjecting me to some of these things. Many will just collect data, analyze, and say you are collecting nipa 1,500 say we say into no say ya na eko. Me na me have one subject me into all those laws are written near the. Into we we be catch us say as you increase the sample size, what for minimum na you know, the more you increase, the more you get closer to the characteristics of the population. To the larger, the better. The largest sample size anybody can do is the size of the population. But as you inch closer, increase the sample size, your findings becomes more reliable and stable and begins to take the view of the entire population as you increase the sample size. Nobody should raise an argument, say, be a sample size of 1,000, why a sample size of 100? Na more core argument. The size of the sample alone weakens the entire argument. That alone weakens the I'm speaking as a lecturer, a professor of statistics. Sabe, me name she crowd me statistics. And let's take note of this. You can improve on the research that we do by taking some of these things into account. Sabe, I don't have any interest. Me just say any researcher be answer organ have interest. Ni American say, let's do the right thing. Let our methodology be solid. Mamenka last thing.
I don't know.
Okay. Pacho can last year Sabako JB so.
The last thing Grant say
yeah.
Yeah, what quite be first way JJ data. It be a telephone interview, it be a face-to-face near day. But Obia Watsna classroom for level 100 and now BB will know say the weakest of all is telephone interview.
Really?
Yeah. The advantage of in-person face-to-face they say me ya doc team enemy. Maybe some question na no ne kra no. The body language can give you an additional information.
Okay.
Until okay yes cry be one man obi can yes and anybody can know. You can see. And that the environment can give you an additional information. In fact, scales are a measurement, you know. You say the ratio scale is the deepest. The nominal scale is the weakest. The nominal scale is the weakest because you can only categorize the person as NDC, MPP. You can only categorize as a. Beyond categorization, you cannot rank. You cannot say we are a stronger this or a weaker. Yes, you can't rank. Apart from so we mean rank, you can't measure. We mean putting it within any space. Near the, and all these things must guide. And it's expensive to do face to face. In fact, the adage will be one cry. O person will attend to you in internet. So many time kakra na mo bon komo kakra. And he thought there be a question I say like the one we have. We have graph a local level needs. You hear toilet, you hear aqua, you hear say. Some common because you are eliciting sensitive information, that is the first in common that will relax the person. Or no boni krum common na wa mo ba se kwan afa so o ba se wa hu ye. Begina Harris so wait me caller. You say now the person has become part of the research. Answer now the other part of the questions no. Aman. Who call the host straight ko bisare na NDC na MPP obeka se challenge. For wasam so MPP asem. But if you get involved in the community challenges near there, you relax the person. He opens up to you. Ni nyina ye nema I may recommend say all researchers who seeks to do research, especially under heterogeneity conditions, say nipa na dwene nkoben kromu no, you must make sure say we take his animal we nyina into accounts. Send ye be ya research never ban. You see, so ye we nyina de ba, and say your prediction will be confirmed by the actual. But near chen say why is sound scientific research work. In fact, ni obeto to papa so no, and just say be an no may not come through. But so be to papa so na need the anybemwa yes merely lack or chance and yet because say or respect scientific methods now under this circumstance obi a go through scientific methods bia has a higher likelihood of the results being confirmed than your ben or haphazard or
then a chance research no enebebem.
Oh me quite the main mom pa some research in all I'm saying is that this is feedback from the people and that politicians no should spare us the option of a runoff because say about 45.8 any 49.1 there and 4 weeks to election mubetimi spare the whole Ghana the stress the anxiety na ya to abawi na say ukodi bronya say spare us until the mature regions are strengthened go and consolidate your gains in those regions baby a 50-50 and also go and fight for a very greater share of it 45.8 49.1 no betimi aka say 49.1 no has a lesser work to do to cross but 45.8 you know so when he works hard can cross enti adaroma mon spare ye munya adwumaden na mom ye nyina yenya one touch adi ne spare ye ho off the stress in adi
mekwa go be a politician but obi say me can choose no network no vote or say it is Sakai in the Sisala East district.
Okay,
that's Lamte King. And now the by Obiso say it is Zezera in the German district. Okay. And Obidia or the Miansaba. Or say Sakai in Upper West and Yenwa. Or say Wawesua in Sunyai East. Or say Anya Aye Seshi Surano. I was say she bekwai. Any boabi na diba
enti e bia bibi sa sisi mia
but that particular picture
one, no. Okay ma clue me ma clue de ombehu me bo region na e bi ombehu
me also be the about okay there be by it is say no opeso bo region na okay, but region, let's zero in on the region.
Let's zero in on the region. It is in Ashanti region. You see, a man for Bobo, baby, no way change because they think say network challenge, you know, a honor ever.
It's in Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Hey. Kojo Dixon Chrome, your friend say. Kojo Dixon. I bet Kojo Dixon Chrome. I bet Kojo Dixon Chrome. I bet Kojo Dixon Chrome. Kokrokoo.
There be just them try we free.
Because Kojo Dixon
that was why.
There be honor me we. Etianya Kokrokoo.
But all those pictures were
Ahmad will breakum or say it is new Edubiasi.
Onka Krono.
Kai, let's just say new Edubiasi. Hey, Ahmad, you see Kakrono. New Edubiasi is too large.
Onka Krono.
Price no nya ndika.
Let me send me the idea.
JB.
Yeah, Kwame.
One Onam and a wutieti in our year Juma. In the meantime, Jeffrey Sefa Amoakon, yes, who team or YouTube. So good morning to you, Jeffrey Sefa Amoakon, who's listening and watching on YouTube. Have a beautiful day. My YouTube squad, good morning to you. JB, on our campaign. At the same, based on this research, they be brave, Abba.
Kwame.
Yes.
At least for the past 20 years, researchers in this country or political or posters I try as much as they can. Say election beba to me based on data a war at the chair. The beneficent comes to mind.
Yeah, beneficent
immediately. His pioneering work in that area huge. And sometimes we na send your software we fake ones we now fake ones and so na to be can be a bit and all that. But me as who I am and the kind of work I do, research in the end crown so miss happy. The just say nye percentage na we nya na say we nya no ne hia me. Na there particularly where time I hear research, any time available for me to change things going forward, any hear me.
Okay.
The other me share research I'm correct say issues ben I see omugina so at the twaba.
Yeah.
Then near me here until here we are or say good roads. Now good roads me kai say and then another towards 2020 elections baby obeko biara answer no hen mbo na baso nwie na ye kwan no now hwe kwan so ayaye within 8 years yeah aban bia di wa ye kwan sen MPP aban and no try o say we still have challenges with our road network and nutina sa drip here by masa sa drip here by me fi nkwanta number 1 and 2 our win constituency na bebe na uhwe nka at this time no ekwan na si untumi nko elubo untumi mba enchi na baby ekwan na ta si pa anzo mo ta tuma NDC be ekwan na si over the period into way makwala o contest ho Abanga Yakubu Fuseni na uhwe over just a short period on one kasa o providing fuel for drip machines see nya drip na fa so akeko go ateche wo hono hi uhia mo banka sanka na dia fele and you can see the demeanor of the people so it's anya me mama youth employment the second potable water public toilet facility what in Krahajin say agro need you understand even question I raise about schools see masa one major I have never seen in my life in this country say aban bi aba or the policy bi aba aka efie bia wo Ghana ha aban ba ye programs ye policy say but Akufo-Addo free SHS ama efie bia wo Ghana ha krachi bi efie fim. Now, some of the stories are Kwame is chilling. We've lost bright people in this country. Say, Kwara, Omako Skua, say we work crassy. Now we to a year no a year form for those that made schools living certificates. Etumenya distinction. You see those times no cry no. Now there's this notion say secondary school ne boy do beyond the means of the ordinary person.
Yeah.
Beyond the means of the ordinary person. And na school fees no emu adu mom die but because awareness no cry upon you no cry no parent himself on to be it ebe so say Kwame go to me nya resource when nya distinction pa odu fie na efie eyi afa eyi abefie
omunya crank one pass
because on person because who's a crisis school no you know results ne ba you know be a performance so
yeah because
it's na yako school no that so fear it's one trauma no parent want to go through kwame asema here kanu say this a unim this a unhu bi da nyema pem ebi utomo ntoma ebi utomo kom de Kokrokoo siawa omo chese enya asem keto
Kwame na dan can say train for 1 month. But okay on Wednesday. I saw train for 1 month.
Ebi to be jai
Kwame na dan can here Central.
1 month they said they free no cry.
Me train for 4 years.
For 1 month
Because me train for 4 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Antina research in confession where troka.
So na me more you ma pass so.
Obey den wako.
4 years.
Yeah.
Obey den wako
story.
You understand? It is one major and Kwame yawo nyina no. It is only education. Ne tumema ohiani ba eni sikani ba etna table hodidi. Only education. Only education. Hwe na Akufo-Addo go for dwen say ebi o da sikamu ya wonu tu sikamu. Akufo-Addo ne nana on go school da o. Kokrokoo ya no mo do ya no de hwe ne papa. Na ahensam no so ahemfie no so boaye jom de hwe no for ata ne JB dankwa. Koye law e bible chief justice a ono so de ahwe ne ma ene odedi president. Joma micro ya your former president. Ne nana uncle school baby ya. Ne papa ne call ye teacher training. Those times na ni pa no and also papa bia o ye teacher e ye nkroma breso oda ne minister. No de share ne ba to me call ye onu cross nya free education e wo not. No de edi e be di president. Rise ya ono de na me kan na Kwame we di assemblyman. We di
yes you on the assemblyman.
No government appointee.
Me and the minimum.
Oh yeah MP
na minimum.
Oh yeah deputy minister.
Yes.
Oh yeah minister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah vice president. Or di at president the close di fa. O di kan.
When Nifa about 4-5 months.
5 months.
Yeah.
Hey, the president 5 months as I'm going okay, say yeah. Who say a friend is saying Chikasa ye quarter in here man. It's your different that's your different with Chikasa man. I know just a half. ODB. I know just a half. Go ODB. Answer. Ono answer say the president. Who be say hey aden. Dem bion crowd account.
There be not just your experience.
Yeah, but I say pa, dem bion.
What experience?
So, any education nka on to be into.
Okay.
Ba omi akro ya. Ba omi ane Jenny ne to say John Mama akro ya.
Really?
Yeah, ono so papa.
Yeah, okay.
Teacher training. Obeye ba omi abeye minister. Na the alternate you ba ma papa few ane dey.
Yeah, the ba omi papa ne be share.
Papa aba those guys. Yeah, I'm telling you.
No kunim.
Debbie.
Northern region. Yeah, GM Papa as regional minister no. Ba omi papa ne be share.
Wow.
So
interesting one. Interesting. Your politics are interesting.
Na ojira so e de hwe ne ba. Baumia. Na nka Kwame nka Baumia New Patriotic Party. And I say it with pride. Because your party then your party e did that for mo. The party in your party and want say party in your party answer no being rising to level be no. Na ya shaking ankasa. Go be that running mate and I say even presidential candidate in the New Patriotic Party.
Education?
It's because of education. Strangely enough, you talk about 7 December. The 2 leading contenders in this election, if not. Nanka first, you ever talk about 2 leading contenders, if not, it's because of education. And Tirusa Bambiba, no say. Me say me see Kenyina. That's why I was surprised. And this wasn't right. They weren't wrong. For them to say you're doing your free SHS, they were right at that time because it will cost you so much, like almost 3 billion a year.
And they're
running expenses. Sometimes in school do ya na nipa do go fear abeka ho me yakọ school no. There's no way they could contemplate say abai bibe to me aye. But we in the New Patriotic Party, ye nim addition ho faso e wo mo ba bia. Kwame, dey me more typical examples. And I think that you as teachers must also take this into consideration. Shagana ha. Ye GDP nyina ya Kokrokoo. As a Yankopon no sheda Ghana no na. Te say O said that ball wiase no. Wiase niema papa bia nipa da seni ene humans here for developer or the be Ghana. Cocoa, bauxite, lithium, gaga. Ni nyina. Ya keka bo nyina afi inya $75 billion as our GDP. Kwame when say Uber app, Uber. Omo ni car o baby ya. App ne keke o.
Omo ni office cry.
Me say app ne keke no. Omo revenue. Eye $85 billion. Omo revenue. App o. Me say Kwame, when say Microsoft. Omo revenue for the year $203 billion. Me can say omo net worth o. Omo net worth is over $3 trillion. But we there na me to me IBM said then there's omo affordable hotels in here.
Airbnb.
Me be said that they be having hookah.
Airbnb hookah.
Me hookah Kwame.
And I also IDMB.
Me said na me can say because how many hotel will be out? How many hotel will be out? But almost revenue here over $40 billion a year. Over 40. Share Kwame. Yanka say Ghana ha. Yanka say Ghana ha. Gold I see ye too gidi na gold na yenya gold na yenya we ni niema nyina no. Unu ni nyina last year the 2023 $500 million. MTN network almost revenue for last year was over $1.2 billion. Na just say we are say baby air kono. You do pen so bia. Ya miss first industrial revolution. Ya miss second. Ya miss third. Since you do fourth industrial revolution. Level. A whole enye ado. Any ejumadin keke. But the smartness of the ejumano obeyano ne de revenue kesiye edim puntu ebaba wa brabo. There's no country say this time around. Enti me election aye koi. My friend say, "Ba me manage your mama, me na mati company." Me pay chief executive. Between me, we don't find this in the MPP to change. NDC almost 16 years, 16 years na ekodi. Baby you do or baby you say afana nyina edu. Tell me, you know I've been going to Kenya of late.
I see.
Uko Kenya. The level of their digitization process. Koko raneto and Koko and I say umomo na na ko be.
I know friend the M-Pesa no.
So, it ye be developer. Enya adoni niam yo eno ye pa. Se be ko ye nim asoman. Na ye to me Kwame mama ka be jira.
Na adono ka hweme ni.
Oh, there be nyawo.
Let me your farmer.
Oh, farmer be fa. To be the farmer. Kwame. Yeah. The amount you call IMF last 2 years now sika na $4 billion. $3 billion. Now say Elon Musk echo support to Donald Trump win ye. Ne kasa keke one day. Ne share ono income what Tesla mu within 1 day no onya increase of $20 billion. Kwame, enya agro ni edio. Say yetna ha na ye de niam di agro. Say enemre digitization enya ngodi dokun na ye. Kwame, digitization alone. Say to me it's just like what happens in India. Obi se krase ye ne or a check no ye ana way or Instagram account or Twitter account or Facebook or Tiwan or exporting in Yama edeko dokun aye ken say ye ni die ken ye di dokun ye ene ye started di dokun ye
me no beto
nkofu Kwame omunya dokun ho faso aye ye di dokun keke no ayen fa digitization ka ho e yo mo tete abroche dokun e turn 5 series wo ho e ho ye turn best $4 $4 multiplied by even 15.
60 cities. 60 cities.
Inti dokon kitwa na yen ye tono 4 cities, 5 cities no. Utubi export fi ha e de ko UK, e de ko Kenya, e de ko where e sister cities. And utubi the oton dokon e wo UK no o sika. Because the input are the dokon no, the cost is almost the same. The input brother auto ni labor ni nema nyina, the cost is almost the same. Nti they give it to me aye amaye nuanom a omo ye dokon no is to be able to educate them for them to understand say bibi abefo nimdie kakra wo ho a ye betumi de account bi aye dokon no ho na dokon no tumi anya shelf life about 6 months 1 year. And no alone can change the lives of our people. This is the world we are moving into. This is the world. See, I better say. Nia yano said the year koba ya. Nani pa ba kon yan ferry. Na eloma sikra onyo broni pa bia o. Ya yen na na fi ha.
David anu yado.
Oye broni.
Ozo onyo broni pa bia.
Na de broni an say yen na na what South Africa.
Oye broni.
Yen na fi South Africa. Na ono kwa sika. Kwa me obetu ama yen nyina akoda.
Obetu atoga na kwa.
Oh, na Ghana ye ton ya. But the west of Ghana no, there's no money anywhere. I bet you be at Ghana. So you put your name into proper perspective. Now you to me concentrate on areas. And let be I made the cocoa industry. My example, me there no be my conclusion on this research. Cocoa industry, I made my example. Kwame said the total revenue stream in the entire cocoa industry throughout the world no, around $200 billion. $200 billion. Omo edua cocoa ahataton keke no. Omo munya just $10 billion so. In fact, Ghana, yani Cote d'Ivoire, they produce around 60%. Ghana last year cocoa enya revenue na $1.6 billion. Omo added value, manufacturing, processing, marketing, financing of cocoa, cocoa dano. Omo over $190 billion of the income stream.
Omo de chocolate.
Omo de chocolate. $190 billion oh Kwame. Then we are here. Correct manifesto of the NDC and NPP. Go and look at it. Increase in cocoa producer price. We are fighting within just the 5% of the entire economy. And none of them is saying, you want $190 billion, baby. That is where we must be fighting. On an increment in the revenue, no, rapid. It's saying cocoa, do and keke. As I say, your committee in the production of cocoa. Those times I check legacy now. Do cocoa na yeden. Belgium omu cocoa da. And so in terms of production of additions to cocoa products, you know, revenue omu nyano. In the air, sorry, do the BI. I think, say, this elections for me, and you're smart, and why, and the conclusion, and I'm a pepper.
Yeah.
The conclusion, and I say, we are MPP 4. My year, Juma, Kwaba, now, so now, and I say, Minky coming home. One can count one election, or about second round. Also, somebody, Juma Bion.
According to Smart Sapon.
According to Pell. Me what say this kind of quality research. Best 4. It may be my friend. I saw 56 constituencies via imagine. A honor you be agro. My GCC. Now they are to me. Baby a 52. Baby a 58 constituencies. At least me shafula. But me who they also mean have 30 people. Not 2 weeks okay. Now you need akosi ho. I just had 30. You did 30 in compare. They can 128 in a one. You were 150 plus.
But the question I may be so smart. I may be so. I don't know quite no research. Research the be super chair said John Mahama be winning one touch. Ain't he? I didn't know the premium to smart the end so now The other one's your premium.
Oh, there you premium make what you say me the tuning in also. Because me share research.
Because who can only need a good quality.
Me try there me average na ma fa. Who say me born ne there no. Me fa research best me and say me average. Now me who say baby our numbers ne da no. In terms of parliamentary presence and possibility of win, no, best 146. Oh baby, you understand? And presidential, no. Best 6 months ago, it was worse for the New Patriotic Party.
Really?
I tell you. Until say Baumia, and the campaign, pick it up, no. Now you research. Sometimes, who to me 35%. Bisa smart or you? Bisa no. 35%. But I inch it up. Mr. Amo, you person a dibro nya kakra. Because they call mu 2008 kwame. Near to abawie on the 7th. Now for trying because within 3 weeks I was out to
28th. After 28th they call time.
I to say new year nyina no na you determine the intimacy say obiara biara baby adu no ye nyina ye de ye ho bagim. Kakra ebetumi aye na say we baby adu nya afa na ekosesa obi baby adu is to intensify omo elections no kwabra o dey afre kwabra ye boa I met them and I me do I don't know some of the politics but I'm sure that they start in US now me catch them say one year Trump will win because at that time all the research and the polls were towards Kamala Obia Philip Ghana Hakrangofo nyina na say no Trump no dem mo kika no mbuya mo ono the all can is to deepen on support base to make sure say the support base you know ebe turn out to vote or yes answer we win elections. That's why he concentrated it must drop ahead then Trump can't we envan ho kra they no protect and say munchiruntum. So because onu so we need person mo dey ni na we to di nyina egu
so must start it to go
we to egu na judge ne kro ma judgment to cast on ma be also based on changing events and dynamics checking the jurisprudence of them ni nyina na ya to egu you understand it make catch ro kwame we are winning this elections so, we are winning because of nyema within 8 years yes. Yeah, canon and Chester within 8 years, no. You be creating heavy mobile and no. Aftermath of COVID. And in Niama Akoso. Niama those times so call UK. Oh, so pay a friend and say roll on. Maybe £1, 1.5. And I remember 5-6 pounds. It is all cotton 6 pounds or first and you turn of 5-6, you better on us. You turn us. So never change. But in all this, no. We share within 8 years. Nyema ya ye. Akwanya ya ye. Schools are yesisi. Industries are support to omo. Digitization baby aye di edu. Na nyema bebre o akwa me hu ya say obe nante no wakope. Na me gidi say ye be strengthen no. Na nyame boa. Na baby me ankasa me we kra. Unim say every year no I will say what we call state ownership reports. This report will enable you as a citizen, as president or policy makers to be able to determine the performance of all state-owned enterprises. Can you believe say in the year 2016 out of 175 state entities, no, only 18 filed their returns.
Really?
Out of 18, no, 2, and read my lips, only 2 filed their audited financial report. 2. So 2016, no, yeah, but yes, our report, no, around 2020. Until we are president, that no meeting former president. Also, when we were there, some of the entities were breaking even. We are there also breaking even. You didn't know. And I'm challenging him, say, there be no who say any entity in this country has ever broken even. Never. For the first time in the history of SIGA, reporter na your backlog. 2021, we've issued it this year. 2022, we've issued it this year. 2023, the August year, it is this year. I'm going to website. You know the performance of all these entities. Some financial reporting and then not 2016, make 18. Who call your state-owned reporter? 145. Your creative be a friend or entity portal servicer. We will launch it very this evening. Yet say your launch here, we will be linking up with all the state entities. And the amount of financial statement, you know, quarterly statement, you know, performance, way, you know, governor, yet the office pay me also at the airport. Yes, it is even real-time reporting of all activities of our entities. And I can tell you, Kwame.
Yeah.
Whoever you win here, that SIGA is a game changer, because you have over 400 billion worth of assets in the hands of these entities. Now you 10% profits or revenue, and you 40 billion a year. I feel now condoms taxes. I feel now cutlass taxes. This alone is a major source of revenue for the development of our country. Maybe in the size of the people I will say a cat. Or we say a guno, the brave or honor changing mandate. The mandate has changed. First, now a cano and a here. Since here, because this year, uncle, yeah, PPA or until a Ghana Supply Commission almost supply why dear ben. These are things, sir. Yeah, we have done all those work. We are able to abandon. Some of these entities must change. Some of these entities are so matured enough, say, we can simply put them on the Ghana Stock Exchange. You don't want to stock exchange. Government is not a businessman. Until government must reduce its interest and shares in most of these business, allow people like Kwame Sefakai and co to also invest in these entities. Yes, sir, they'll be interested in how these entities run. They will be interested in who become their CEO. They will be interested in who become their board and their board chairman. I can tell you, because the same entity like SIGA, your friend is saying, Nancy, I'm Kenya.
Kenya.
Asia hoy
Singapore.
As far back as 1971, don't realize this, eh? Some from Rabi Amba near to me and running state entities. We know how they put it. Or say policy makers will be doing policy in the morning and doing business in the evening. In order to avoid doing business in the evening, no. Your law say all of them should be under the Companies Act, and many of them has been faced to their stock exchange. A buying so interest in all of them less than 40%. Do you know, say Thomas Seka SIGA will almost close to $800 billion assets throughout the world.
Wow.
Almost branches were US, UK. What is the argument for this election? What's the argument? What is the argument? Say, Kokrokoo honors you, maybe party be a presidential candidate. A brand team no. No, sir. Then the baby do. And you Kokrokoo so the car say you got to maba yeah, campaign. Now Kokrokoo one can be our advice here in order to ensure peace and order. My party ni Kokrokoo on free party or party also. But me obia taking into consideration baby your way. Any baby we are say air corner. Me did say you didn't dig on him at this time. Now what is the basis for all those tantrums I had to know? What is the basis for that? So, Miss Meboa, now then I want meeting. Who are your party? Are you with us? No, but I can't understand. Logic na at the same it kakufo e kasa e no oso okay nti ba obiano no ye presidential candidate ma wa ye ni ne ma no obi nso wo ba bia e de no no so na first no kan ye ho ana se nti ono so nkamo na no so be argument o and come sometimes uze ya bongo krakakra itiana yetia ye sheda tia se be fa sa because say Romani so
na Romani adi be mu na ye
ye tia se ye jidi iti kwa me maybe next week I mesa abahadio
hey o be dey
I me be dey say aba baby adu no dey e was say a cartoon and the professor the conclusion is say biara fa ne honji because baby a ya so o man no akosi no se enya aban a ni nimbia no
time na so
na say prof no mo kira de so no you wait to have my baba and ti ya talk and ya no I said after I be fi na it's kwame
we all brave
just o gun credro
baby a o man na kodu no o man no ho adwumaye ho ka no e wo soro se enya aban a ana odikani a nsem eden no de abefo adwuma eno boa ema sika yenya asoman no beko nanima niema pa yaye no wanhwe kwame ye beko yechi niema bebre wo hunting na say one major program of Baumia is to train 1 million youth in digital related processes. A simple process. I know incomes ebe ma no. Many samo.
Aka 4 minutes.
Yeah, prof.
JB.
Aka 4 minutes.
Only say many samo.
JB aka 4 minutes.
Tio. 4 minutes ni there. Yeah ni aba ha. Na ye me what platform so we dey na we aka 4 minutes there. Time no there.
Hey, na me time na me dio.
Yeah, this station ana o we. No.
Chairman, we
Chairman, Dr. Ben so onyem resa o. Iti se na we di o JB.
Just a Roman 4 minutes. Chairman, I was
okay, medical card
my conclusion is a member Professor Abaso. We going to 4,200 plus communities, visiting 270s. Presidential candidates in Baumia now got 274 constituencies.
Easy.
All the others, so 42, 15. Hey. Now, but we winning elections, no.
Now we are doing so much.
That's how I'm going. And the Facebook, and the Twitter, and the WhatsApp. 42. Who's the person the president? 42. Uda 3 days, 4 days, and so on. Sorry, but we're back to back. Or starting best 274 constituencies, and the impact is there. A car woman, oh boy. Mijidi said, as we go on, I want to develop this body of knowledge.
John,
you baby no. Say Professor Smart, ekasa. And you want to ekasa, come ma example be. Because towards 2016 election. What am I coming to?
So next week
we have 3 me say towards 2016 election.
Hey, Ben Pa na wadwama JB.
No man say chairman ona ya moderator.
Until Ben have 3. Towards 2016 election.
Yeah, I didn't know we had ever seen.
Yeah, boka. Eko for researcher. If you baby. Research or debate 2 years. Na ka be say 3 weeks to election say community by community. I had to say. Electoral commission say, the difference that you saw. So I'm not surprised about our body of knowledge who will develop. We should encourage you. Others are also doing their best, but at the end of the day,
Only also Kofi Akwa. Ose Kofi Akwa, a former national youth organizer of CPP, also the comments of JB about the need to sell some state enterprises shocks me and scares me as an Nkrumahist. If the supposed state enterprises have lost their mandate, they shouldn't privatize. They should diversify and keep a close eye on the management. Tell JB also that we know the power of production and digitalization. That's why they are in power. Question: what happened to their promise to transform economy from taxation to production 8 years later? Ask my brother Smart Sapon. I'll say on the Wamau, minim Nintia, Wamau. John Boedu has, also then, John Boedu has usurped the program with his smartness. Loving seeing Kumasi, good morning. Tell my good friend JB, good work done. That is the spirit of the MPP. As for Professor Sapon's research, we are working on it. And I can confirm there are university students who are still undecided. Sasa. And now, a day and no ebaye. And then where are they here? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Well, I'll leave it here for now. Me have said there be me amemra so am kotie Dr. Ben, one part of my JBS one pay. But Prof, yes sir. Obi se men kan che say baby a utwa no network no vote no. Aye Tonkwase number 1 number 2. Ko AJ camp. Tonkwase ehwa. Na uni be free. Me production team ya. No wa ko search. Uni mi entia. Uni say ye wo o ka say o say na we. E o new edibuase. Ye wo serious cocoa farmer and farmer ha. You knew any mado. Oh, I see. And only baby and owunfo wo new edibuase. Into cars and say hey. And or say Tonkwase number 1 number 2 Ko AJ camp. Yadam.
That's no so we be man akwa dance so edro kwan no so. Si sa e ho no mo pepepe.
Any mado. Oye Kokrokoo krachi ampa. Yo. Dr. Ben.
Yeah man, we are serious protest.
Mpacho mejitum.
Next time say me ba ha na JB o ha me ma.
But
me ba o tie ni modin be ka so on kasa.
Wait.
What tie ni wa ade o be yo he.
Wait.
Chama oni say wan kasa waka me nyemre. I na me din so say obi kasa me interrupting because now sign say obi twa no so.
Okay.
No dey share for.
It is say me na me problem no. Say the man say uni JB ba. Memo edi kan kasa.
Very good. Enu mo me.
That is on kasa we adoko.
Ade do kasa we adoko. Ade so kasa we anoko. But obi si JB.
Yes.
And some of you can Kai say Ghana for be brave so jam as a political party and as a government. Me kai say mra me na po ha be part for DDEP. Yeah. Sa DDEP ya dia hanipa be brave. And it's as if they say more address those issues to be na nipa bi di ya on be bi. Papa sika ho.
Sika.
Nya no penisika me sika ho.
Na say wo sika na ho na ne yaketo bi ni aka no wo ba bi a o se si awon kasa bi
so o be bent to kaso aka na dia ma no so e mu na on
da bi osu we wie but say onu mba e su bi enti
kwame no kre and I can tell you say so because obi a ho atono ana ban obi ani age ho a na nipa krokra oboa even the mere fact say you implement free SHS kra no omo your business people omo private secondary school has been affected. Affect your income and revenue. Di abai djuma de untumi nya ne nyina pepepe sa. At this time no time ye say between your candidates any candidate nyame adom ono so edi president ni bi da no emu de he ene betumi ne akoyenim. As for challenges we will always come back to address them because it has never been easy for the Ghanaian over the period. Only that we've done policies and their total effects among a lot of people. It may not be direct in your pocket, obviously. It may not be direct in the pocket. Challenges so challenges are me jitum pa say the new areas are here kono. Say your incomes no any revenues no increase here. You bet to me.
Pa yes
Onye. Chairman,
Dr. Ben, tell me to me pon.
Chairman, ne o ma je bia ya media.
Uncha wan. Kwa na uyo hrusa.
Onye o. Chairman. Ayi ye kura mi modu sin no. Nti ye be fa the same staircase na afosoro.
We share sign.
Enya no. Chairman IGP Etufu.
Yeah.
Say obia nhwe nanamoto yie. Na ye nyina ye di nkomo a ye kwa aka 15 days na ye koto aba se obi ye na dwen se chinchina atwan me na medi nkonim me aya na menyanka politicians nka se nyame aduma ye be wini ma obi ya nkoka se eye den a ye na ye be wini
chinchina
dabi nyankopon pe na tumi woni nsem se ye ti ha ye kan ono te so ni obe wini nti wa ye di na ohwe na ni ebebe bia chema election there and this is damn na pai nti Champions League so ye ndi second wom ni obe wini ni mo amaka nyina amari nti yamfa nhye etrim se abana ye koto no ebetumi aba se obedi nkonim ebetumi aba so se unni nkonim ana se be obedi ntwo ni ebebe bia na nka wogetum se susu ampa nyankopon na ope se ebem o kai se tama President Mahama elusu election o si wan lusu se o kaya edu ba bi ono asa ka se nyankopon na o sheda pese olusu na MPP ba na omo ye niema emwaye na oman na nkasa dia toto ho amiye hu nti se nyankopon na ni opese o winu no obewini na emum ye besre ye nhwe ye kasa yie ya yiri ye ho between December last year and tema akosora but eye anisa yan hwe say police for no small mo na man hu video bi ha na say chema general wo fa mo na kan mo soja ni bi was here mo be ya e be bo mo video no mani ajepa o say men ma obi an ye rough ya o to aba wi akofie mo be ya e be bo mo
o me am nko for but
don't can the same bio
there be one can say one can say
omo ya omo
one can say yes I kasa
ma obi
but the only thing so say kire o say soldier for no
men contra be dia say o contra
omo de no nye public engagement Debbie
o say o be to aba
uwi akofi mo ba ni e be kan o bi e be say mu nyina
oho nyina kind of fine oho nyina kind of
o ya wa dwen say
nipa kakra bi person be say the peace of this country
mabo oho no one can say oho no one can say
o be disturb the peace of this country in fact me support no say omomo
Debbie o kan say so ye wa dwen say o de basabasa yo be ba yempeni ye do be fambra kwanso na ye ni obedi nu nyonyonyo ene ye one o be basabasa ye be bo share difference no
so ye ni do be fambra kwanso
o se police for do be fambra kwanso
police for na do o bo chama edu be dia
only say me there anything soldier me support but we there
chairman
I
disagree with you chairman me say we dey hwesenia obi ya flower pot we fefe no dia na ho na afi ne yekopa ne chairman me menton bi wa etere dia chairman sa enso so na ya kwachi
there be eno so regional minister wanya de
regional minister ko
anoko bubu ekonya no wanya de ya nyesa
wabubu no
oho na assembly wo ho
o say ke ye che no
MC wo ho DC wo ho task force wo ho planning officer all you do as regional minister is pick up a phone and call somebody you don't go there physically
chairman in all fairness chairman say niam kura ankoyi a chairman me no mienu and regional minister way how many times am ma ha e me kan kire Madina MC me hu ne da but the fact we German go for ton ade wo foot bridge no so
say onim leadership kakra
Sure.
Me leadership course and query. But in leadership, you will be a friend emotional intelligence. Meba. You will be a friend emotional intelligence.
Over say Salif Amankwa so nenam ho.
Rollins na ko. Yes, Salif Amankwa na ko.
Salif Amankwa.
Me say but
na wan ka say Salif Amankwa na ne nko.
Enti identity na regional minister wan suma. Oh, David.
He might have done so because in his speech he insisted say mamumfa aha and then
enti fa phone na fro bi no nya adwuma ma.
Say what for phone I say na mo leaders mo nya hwe.
Jama o me wie no. Enti police for no IGP nko a ontumi nya adwuma ni nyina. Besre emma ye nkodu ba bi say bibi asi ba bi na asi police car petronim. Me ye nte sansem no. Enti bibi bia omo hia bia logistical readiness. E o say omo hu say adwuma na ekọ no. Enkankan abato na eba so no. The stakes are very high. Enti omo nyiro omo so omo do omo hu be shem. It is not for nothing tia ka say omo nika nto maba. Na omo nyamere na omo tumi ahwe so ma. Yenso ya ka no ye di mra so enti police for no IGP ebedi manim mu nyina individual bia ye di adwuma be hye wonsa no hwe say won so obeye wadwuma no wa ye niye because ya hwe niye ni eba mani park akra bi ene ya yesi ya kina ya yesi na chema omo aya omo say twan track ese pa radio stations abai NMC also omo sha ase ene omo edi nkomo say training ye be ma wa ya ma om chema obehu ne ya say oh ye hu so obi afa ballot box or di dwane oba ko he na nya nokre eno so ema nkofo akoma ekoso nti
oni niti abesre oni Max Okofijuma
ko Gehok
was sending message only 3 words Kwame Frioko oh Kofi Ghana, Kamino ya fire.
Tuisi voso mo ko me do Kwame pa mo.
What trying to simple I say Kwame Frioko. Just Kofi Ghana sama me kai enyo de all. Kofi Ghana obi anim say me eba soldier for say ma me gina mo din. Apart from soldier piki, I believe is the most disciplined institution. But see Ojango Warfare School kakakra yen kasasa
police for do be fa makaso do mu ba ho a wo jije ma no mutu ka be do
ena ombebo ena mia minua Titus Glover he went overboard ona JB ni menya adwen ena Kofi Ghana so dia ba se kwa mi Frioko Kofi Ghana, you made my day, man.
Political parties, you know.
Oh my God.
Bianco say your agent. Na sebi insua obenum onibi nti okonum suaba. E komede no. Anka munya no double kra anka ba akokọ num suo na ba akote ho. Na obema wo opponent e ma wo agent aduane didi a. Ene odi wie no da say wa wasem.
Professor Smasapo next week me hu.
Yes, sir.
By that time now, ya horo kakra fine here to us. Dr. Ben Medasi. JB, what's the Friday, Beba? Should we hold you to it?
Yes.
Friday.
Promise on air, then.
But all the same.
My Friday during the week, I'll be here.
Then one man on Thursday. Debbie.
Okay. So about Thursday, remember where the car
comes. Yes, supposed to be Enra. And Enra is not no program already. And I producer Debbie.
John Boydu, Dr. Benochenka, Professor Smart Sapon, Efuaba Owusu, and Linda MFA Sejafa Atiana. I love you, girls. Thank you so very much for listening. Efuaba Owusu, and Linda MFA Sejafa Atiana. Love to you, girls. Thank you for listening. You all go ahead and have a great weekend too. And let me celebrate you, Mr. Joseph Akoi Apia, aka Da Joe in Freiburg, Germany. Nyamin Shrabibre, Mr. Joseph Akoi Apia, aka Da Joe in Freiburg, Germany, is from Uncle Rich, your darling Mabel, Nana Yao, Elsie, Rachel, Jolene, and Champion Jerry. The message is we simply love you. And then happy 50th birthday to you, Alex Ba Income of Enterprise Insurance. Your birthday is tomorrow. Welcome to 45 tomorrow. Alex Ba Income is from your darling wife Nana, your children, the friends and family. Love and life to you. Whatever happens, stomp it out. We gotta go, man. Dion Ohinijam. Happy birthday to you, Dion Ohinijam, from your parents, Louise Nane Dohini and Florence Beidou. Also wishing on Brimpong Nana Pokujan of Jesus and Mary School. It's from your mom, Abigail Amweni. The weekend is here. We're back on Monday morning, God willing. May your weekend be good. May your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive is all you have. And as always, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. Have a stomping weekend. God bless. Good morning.